Hello and welcome to Be My Guest. This is a show where I host and we gather to meet new and interesting people. We find out how we can do things just a little bit differently and to be creative and get a slightly different perspective on life. Today, my very special guest is the amazing Sue Shaw from Enlighten Adelaide Festival. Now, Sue is a psychosomatic therapist, a Reiki Master, hypnotherapist and Angel Intuitive, and offers face readings, body-mind analysis, emotional release bodywork, hypnotherapy, aromatherapy massage, and intuitive readings at her healing space in Hallett Cove. It's called Shara Sanctuary Retreat. She's also the creator of South Australia's health and wellbeing events, so the Enlighten Adelaide Festival and the Riverland Wellness Festival. She has previous experience in corporate event management, media, marketing, promotion and advertising, and ensures a professional and quality event where all aspects are covered from planning to completion. Welcome, the amazing Sue Shaw. How are you?
Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for doing this for us, Adaire. It's a pleasure to see you again.
It's absolutely my delight to have you here. And I am so excited about what you've got coming up. Before we get into that though, Sue, I would just like to remind people, if you are here with us live, welcome. I'd love to know where you're from, and also if you're watching from mytimetv.live or Women in Business Amplified, because we are streaming live to those two pages. If you're watching us from anywhere else, please pop over to mytimetv.live or Women in Business Amplified, and you can comment, and Sue will see your comments live. I'll see your comments live as well. Also, we are streaming out to 50 channels of TV on demand via the Binge Network syndication program. So we're on your smart TV. If you'd like to know how to find us there, just send us a message in the mytimetv.live chat and we will direct you to the right place. And we have got Janine here from the UK. Janine, welcome. And she's new here as well, so that is really awesome. Love to see new faces. The other thing is we would love for you to let your friends, families and loved ones know. I don't think they're mutually exclusive, but please do let as many people as possible know that we are live, and if you're here for the replay, welcome. And also hit that little arrow that goes that way and let people know that we are here and bringing you a really important message. Sue.
Okay.
So just love to know, by way of introduction, you've got a background in event and corporate event planning. Let me know, how did you go from event planning to running amazing events like the Enlighten Adelaide Festival and the Riverland Wellness Festival? And we'll talk a little bit more about them as we go.
Well, event management has always been in my blood. It's something that even as a child, I was always planning and organising for things for people to do. When I lived back in the UK as a teenager as well, I'd be the one that would organise weekends away and nights out or anything like that. And then when I emigrated to Australia with my parents when I was 19, I landed in a role at SGIC Insurance actually, and the first 6 months of that role were secretarial. And then a position became available called Staff Services Officer, which was actually doing all of the social club events to bring all the social club, all the staff there. We had about 1,000 staff, and the social club membership was about 30% when I started in that role. And it was all about bringing the staff together, breaking down the barriers between management and the actual working staff, and just providing something different for everyone. So we had a calendar of events, basically worked 36 weekends out of 52 in that role, and put on so many different events. It was the most incredible time, and I spent 12 years at SGIC doing all the events basically, and got to see all of South Australia, organised trips to Melbourne, shopping trips and football trips, ski trips to Falls Creek, so much stuff. So it was just such a joy to do that. And then I came out of that role and ended up at a few other different things along the way, but mainly Minter & Lawyers. I was there as their events manager, and it really helped raise the bar on putting events together, because before it was like social club events. And after that role, actually at SGIC, I then went into a media role. Lots of different changes. So I actually ended up doing media and advertising and sponsorships and all of that kind of stuff. So lots of corporate experience. And like I said, then Minter & Lawyers, and we just had the most incredible events that we put on for CEOs in Adelaide, our client base. So that was really, really amazing experience to have. And then after that, I had a baby, and had a bit of maternity leave, and started to kind of dabble in wedding planning. So I started a wedding planning business, which not many people know about. I did not know. So McLaren Vale Wedding Expo, it was with a lady who I met at a networking event, and we collaborated, and we formed a bit of a partnership, a verbal partnership. She really wanted to do a wedding expo at McLaren Vale, so we did that together. And then we did the Bay Bridal Fair together, and then we did the first Enlighten Adelaide Festival at Cummings House together. And then after that, we kind of went our separate ways. But that's what actually helped to get me out of my comfort zone. And we both sort of helped each other along the way. And so when I went back part-time to work, it kind of just wasn't really working for me. And I ended up starting my own event management business. And with regards to Enlighten Adelaide Festival, at that particular time when I left and I just had a baby and I was, married and all the rest of it, but I was also very lost. So what actually ended up happening was the marriage broke down. I had a bit of a breakdown, and that's when I found my healing people, basically. I learned Reiki, I learned Angel Intuitive, I went to do Drawing Virtue. I could not get enough of spirituality. So it was like an awakening for me. And I was going to see all these people and saying to them, wow, this is fantastic. It's amazing what you do. How do you promote yourself? And every single one of them said, I don't know how to market myself. I don't know how to promote myself. I just do the bit. I just love this. I don't like the other stuff. So that's one of the reasons why I created Enlighten Adelaide Festival. Because it was like, okay, well, I've got this experience. How can I share what these people do? How can they experience what I've experienced and feel great? And as a result of that, I also got into the whole health and wellbeing industry myself and started dabbling and going to events and running workshops and all of that kind of stuff. So that's when I also created Shara Sanctuary Retreat. So I wear a couple of different hats because I'm a wellness practitioner myself, plus I take the other hat off to put the planning and event management into place to actually to get the whole festival ready. But I also understand what the exhibitors need to do and how they operate and what I can do for them. So,
wow, yes.
That was a lot of information.
It was great. I love your story, and I love the way that there's a journey that you've gone on that's unfolded. Just it sounds like you're coming from a mainstream organization that's very much, and I used to work in emergency services, and it was black or white or bullshit.
Yeah.
Insurance is probably very similar, and I think the culture is quite harsh in some of those industries where it's. But I think coming out of that and into the I call it sort of like the alternative healing, the alternative therapies modality, it must have been just a huge life change for you.
Yeah, well, it was, and especially being in media and having to go to and putting on media events and media launches and having to kind of go and network with the media and give them what they want, and it was quite, I'm going to say it was quite superficial, and it really didn't align with my values, and I was really going against my core beliefs.
Yeah.
It was like I was really struggling with it, and I felt really out of that kind of connection. And I actually realized that I had been disconnected for so long. And like the thought of even going back to that is just not an option. It's just not an option. Yeah. So I completely get when people are so passionate, when they find that gold within, and they find that passion that they want to share. And like I said, I couldn't get enough of all the different modalities, and it was just like everything that came, I was like, yeah, I want to do that. I want to try that. I want to try that. So I pretty much have experienced so many different modalities, and then there's certain ones that really resonated with me. So I learned those myself, and thought, well, I want people to feel this great. So yeah, and we have the most important thing to remember is that everybody is so unique, and they bring such a different uniqueness to the festival and to what they're doing. And that's what I wanted to really showcase for Adelaide, for people to come to the festival, to just go and have a mini healing session with someone if they've never had a Reiki, to sit in a workshop space and experience what a meditation is like, to go and do some Drew yoga, whatever it be, to just come and have a bit of a taste for it, and just expand your consciousness and just be a little bit more open. So it's been a real passion for 11 years now. It's been that I've run the festival for.
So this is the 11th year that you had. I know. I went last year with my sisters, and it was on my birthday. So, Roz, thank you so much. Welcome, Roz. You're saying we are all unique, and thank you for reminding us, because we're not cookie cutter. And I love the fact that you do get people with the same values, the same ethos, the way. And one of the things that I found from moving into the more spiritual realm and helping people help people is that we are the energy is really, it's just a beautiful energy, and people are there. It just seems like there's well, it's not seems like, it is just a whole, it's like having an energetic group hug when we come to one of your festivals.
Yeah, that's a beautiful way of describing it. And in fact, people have said to me, what do I get when I come to the festival? And it's actually really hard to explain, but what you've just said there is perfect, because we've had people that have never been to the festival before, and they've walked in and they've just stood there and they've just started crying. And we've kind of shuffled them away and just let them know that it's okay. It's just the energy is so beautiful and so divine, and I don't know whether many people wouldn't know this, but before we open to the public, all of the exhibitors collect and gather in a circle, and in the past we've held hands. We'll probably just hold our heart space this year, but energetically we all connect in a circle, and I just bring in the divine energy, and I just ask everyone to just stop and just look at what we've created together, because yes, okay, I put on the festival, but it can't happen without the exhibitors and the visitors and the support for people like you and the community and the sponsors. So it's a huge collective effort. And when everybody's coming from that heart space, it's magnified. It's just huge. And we don't give ourselves that time to stop and go into a space like that. So when you do enter that space, it's just like, whoo, something happens. You know, your heart expands. You just get this, like wave of love washing over you. And it's just like, beat me up, Scotty.
I'd be an exhibitor just to feel that, I think. But when you come along, you get that. It's like you don't. That's because it's the power of the energy that people bring and the intent that they bring, and so much love. And it just and I think it's like the balancing or the rise of the feminine energy. Have you experienced that? And that's not saying that anything about male or female, but it seems to, and from my own experience, moving from a place like emergency services, which is very masculine energy dominated, into this space where it's much more feminine energy. So have you just maybe a comment about that, if you wouldn't mind, over the last 10 or 11 years, because you were obviously in the forerunner of, it seems to be, and from my explorations, a bit of a new world, or a new world order, a new way of being, a new way of being, I guess.
Yeah, well, the divine feminine is very much the nurturer, using your intuition, really connecting to the divine, and the masculine energy is the very physical, the doing, the achieving, the success, all of that kind of stuff. So it really is the embodiment of nature, and especially this year being out in nature at Partridge House at Glenelg in the beautiful gardens. I mean, if nothing else, if you just come along to see the house and the gardens, I mean, that in itself is just pure delight. We're connecting with Mother Earth. We're connecting with that goddess energy. We're connecting with that inner knowing. So all of that, definitely embracing that, and really, really encouraging men to accept that part of themselves and embrace that part of themselves, rather than denying it or thinking that there's something wrong with them if they're emotional or sensitive. It's actually time to embrace that now, and that's what I believe women want to see. They want to see that nurturing side. They want to see that intuitive side, and to be able to have a conversation with anybody on that other level, of just being able to talk openly about everything.
Yes.
Yes. Do you know what I mean? It's like everything's open. Let's just talk about what we can perceive. It's fabulous. I love it.
It seems to me we're moving into a new environment of trust and love and just and supportiveness.
Yeah.
So definitely with that energy, the positive, the loving energy. I just want to pop back to you've held from where you started was that a hall, in a suburban hall, and then moved to.
Yeah, so the first one was at Cummings House, actually, at Cummings House. So that was all outside, and it was just one day. It was a one-day event. Then we moved to the Latvian Hall at Wavell, and we were there for 2, maybe 3 years. It all blurs into one. And then after that, we went to the Glenelg Football Club. Glenelg Football Club. We went there. And then the last 5 years we've had at the Adelaide Convention Centre. And the reason why I wanted to move it to the Convention Centre was to really raise the bar on spirituality and alternative therapies, and just to let people know these are businesses. These people have ABNs. It's a business, and it's serious. It's serious, you know, and it works. So it was really raising the bar and getting some really quality professional exhibitors there. And so that's what I believe we have done and attracted that. And the convention centre were a major sponsor for 5 years. They were just absolutely fantastic. The only reason we left, and last year when I spoke with the convention centre and said, look, I'm not too sure what we're going to do the following year, but it's feeling like it needs to be more of a festival feeling and outside, and we can only create so much inside a building, you know, and we did have a beautiful space, but it just wasn't quite what I was hoping for. So the convention centre staff there were fantastic.
Yeah.
They said, oh, fantastic, that'd be amazing. And I've literally just emailed the whole team there, and they're hoping to come down to the festival because they're so supportive of it. So it's, yeah, and all the staff used to come down, and the security guards used to come down at the convention centre. So I really do appreciate what they gave to us and how they supported us, and are continuing to. And now having it at Partridge House is, it just, that feeling of being outside, connection. You know, we've got free come and try classes on the front lawn. We've got a beautiful big open marquee on the front lawn, so people will be able to do Tai Chi and gentle Drew yoga. There'll be a laughter yoga class. There'll be Kundalini yoga. There'll be a breath awareness class. So you can just literally come along, walk in. It's free to get in. You can go to one of the come and try classes, browse through all the different stall holders. And then we've got free workshops in the back room. And we've got the healers garden in the tranquil part of the garden. We've got healers and readers. We've got a kids creative corner. It's just, I've been there 1,000 times in my head.
You've probably had 1,000 festivals in your head there. Roz is asking, and it's a great question, Roz. What's the parking like? But there's also public transport that could be quite good as well. But great question.
Yeah, so the parking, there is parking behind Cheapest Chips, and which is near, I think there's the Greater Union Cinema, and there's parking in there, and also in the Cheapest Chips car park, and it's 2 hours free parking, and some street parking, not an awful lot of street parking. Or there's other car parks around Glenelg that you could always park in as well, the Pier Hotel, and Holdfast Shores there as well. All public transport, you can get the tram down, or bus, or train. Good question. Thank you.
Thank you, Roz. Yeah, and we've just got I just want to say hi to a couple of people here. We've got Janine, we've said hi to, and Anne is from Adelaide. So if we are here from Adelaide, let us know, because this event is happening, the Adelaide Enlighten Festival, Enlighten Adelaide Festival. I think either way we're going to get it done. So give us some deets about that. We know it's a Partridge House. What's the date and the times? And
yeah, so it's next Saturday the 5th, Sunday the 6th of December, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And as I say, it's free entry. We will be having people on the front gate. We've got volunteers on the front gate, and we will just be monitoring the numbers coming in for obvious reasons, which we won't talk about because we're keeping our vibration high today. So yeah, it's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be gorgeous. Yeah.
And I guess the other thing with that is to also know that all of that stuff has been taken care of. So it's been a responsibly held festival. Absolutely. And having it outdoors, I was going to say before, did you know something we didn't? or did somebody, or your spirit guides know something, but sort of, moved it, because it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be in May earlier this year, so we have cancelled it, and we held off, and then put it forward to December. Mm-hmm. And I've been speaking. We had our exhibitor information night a few weeks ago, and the energy was so high. There was no fear. It was just all love. And I really do honestly believe, and that's okay if no one else does, but I do, and that's, if I believe it, well, I can manifest it. So that's my attitude. And I do feel that all the exhibitors were just, they joined to be a part of it back in January. And even though we had to cancel it and change, and then everything else that's recently happened in Adelaide, nobody has stressed out about it. Nobody has said, oh, what's happened? No, they've just all kept really calm, and they've just really kept shining the light, I believe. And one of our volunteers, who's been a really good sounding board for me, who's our COVID marshal, she's just been amazing, and she's just kept saying, it's happening, just keep trusting Sue, it's happening. And so I've been connecting in every day and meditating every day, and have gone down to Partridge House and sat in the gardens and actually meditated and asked permission for us to be able to host the festival there, and to thank and bless the land, and all of that. And we've also got energy workers that are sending energy to the space and to the festival. Most of the exhibitors do that work. So we've already been doing that for months.
Yeah.
And so that's the kind of level of energy that you're going to be coming into, and to be a part of, and to share in it, because there's enough to go around for everyone.
Love it. I love it. And I love what you said about, we have a choice. We can either live in fear or we can live in love.
Yeah, absolutely.
The situation is the situation, so we can choose how we approach it. And I really, that's something I just absolutely adore about you, Sue, is that you've gone out there and you are doing that. You're not, there's a lot of people that can say it, but you're doing it. And that's like, it's a credit to you. It's an absolute, you're just such an inspiration. And if I was in Adelaide, I would be there with bells on. I will energetically be there, and I will be definitely be sending my love as well for the most amazing festival. If you want more details, there is a link above. It's the Enlighten Adelaide Facebook page, and you can pop over there and you can have a look at the events for more information. But it's all here. Just roll up, have a great time. Roz is saying it depends on the weather. Well, Roz, I think if it's really hot, can we organise a spray bottle for Roz?
If it's hot. Now, well, again, with the weather, well, obviously, all we can do is just put the intention out that it's going to be perfect. And the more that just know it's going to be perfect, then that's better if we can actually put that energy out instead of what if. It's like, okay, well, let's just visualize it as being a beautiful, perfect weekend, and manifest that. And I did just also want to say that we've got about 9 different amazing food trucks, and it's the food is just going to be incredible. So that's another beautiful thing of being able to experience lots of different vegan food, and just a whole selection of traditional homemade lemonade, fresh fruit juices, handmade ice cream, we've got Italian homemade gnocchi, and we've got acai bowls and raw treats, and coffee, the bean bar coming. There's just so much, and it's all on the website. So the program of events, all the different caterers, all on the website.
I love it how Roz just picked it up and run with it. Boom! It's like we've gone from, I hope it's not too hot, but yes, now you've got Roz helping you create perfect weather. So
that's it. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Can I just say, I have noticed there's a few people from the UK that have joined in. So welcome to those folks from the UK. And it was when was it? Last year? last year I was in the UK, and I attended the York Health and Wellbeing Festival, because again, like you, I collaborate with others. So I went along to that and I offered face readings, and I ran a face reading workshop there, and did face readings at the York Health and Wellbeing Festival. And I was hoping to get back there again this year, but the universe has something else in order. So
I think I do, yeah.
Sorry, just to let people know, in the UK, I do distant readings and healings as well. So we can do that via Zoom, or I can do it via an email. I can connect in with your guides and do an email with messages from your guides. So
well, that's awesome. So it's not just the UK. We can contact Sue from even in Queensland. So
Exactly. That's one good thing about everything, that it's opened up the potential to connect with the world, because, you know, I really didn't want to do things via computers, but it's just the same. You can still feel it. You can still feel that vibration. So, yeah.
And I know when my son's up here now with me, which is awesome, and my daughters, well, still got 2 daughters up here, 1 in Perth, but the energy's amazing. If you do an energetic hug, you can actually, if you put your intention there, you can feel it. And when he was in Adelaide and I was up here, we would do this, you know, like actually feel each other's energy through the face. It's just amazing. So yeah, so please do check out Sue for her what she can offer personally, as well as the Enlighten Adelaide. Oh my God!
Adelaide Festival, just Enlighten, doesn't it? Yeah. Shara Sanctuary. So www.sharasanctuary.com.au is my other website. And I've just seen a note from Roz asking, will there be live streaming from the festival? So they won't be live streaming, because I'm not IT literate at all, but we will be having a professional photographer, and we will be having a professional videographer. So we will be videoing it, and that will be going onto our website, and the exhibitors can share it. But live streaming, I can't even begin to get my head around that at the moment. Just getting through and making sure it happens is the biggest thing right now.
Well, so let's talk offline about next year, because I may have an opportunity.
Absolutely. All right.
Thank you so much for joining us. What we will do is we'll put all the links in below. So if you're watching here live, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And if you're watching from as a replay, please do remember to let your family, friends, loved ones know that this is happening in Adelaide next weekend, Enlighten Adelaide Festival, on the 5th and 6th of December at Partridge House in Glenelg. Please get along there. It's just going to be, it is already the most amazing event. It's been manifested, so it's going to happen. It is happening.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for your comments and connecting. Thank you, Adaire, for always being awesome and sharing and supporting everybody. You've got the most beautiful heart. Thank you.
Oh, takes one to know one. Bye, everybody.